What's going on, and welcome to the next module of Persuasion Hacks Masterclass. And today we're talking curiosity. And so, what is curiosity? Well, we all know what curiosity is, right? Curiosity is people wanting to know what comes next, right? They want to know the information, they want to know the insight, they want to know what is this, right? And so, curiosity is a very, very powerful tool in persuasion. It almost works too well. That's where you see people being taken advantage of and different things like that. But the reason I want to tell you why curiosity is so powerful. So us as human beings are what are called completion creatures, right? Completion creatures, and we want to figure out the ending of things, right? And so if we have any kind of vested interest in something, we want to know how it ends. And so there's a lot of tests that you can do. There's a book that I recommend. It's called How to Get Anyone to Do Anything. And in the book, he talks about how to use the curiosity test to find out who a true friend is, right? Where if you text someone and say, hey, I got really good news, but I can't tell you until later, right? A true friend will be excited for you, and you'll say, okay, cool, I'm looking forward to hearing about it. Whereas a bad friend will keep trying to pull that information out of you right now. Why don't you just tell me now? Da 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 da. Because they're looking for the drama. They're looking for like the things that they can talk about. Um, but I want to show you how we're completion creatures, and so I'm gonna pull up a couple things. So right here, I am so blank. Instantly, as soon as this came up, your mind started trying to figure out what the answer was, right? Some of you guys said happy. I'm sure a lot of you guys said horny, but your mind instantly wanted to complete the message, right? I am so blank, or H, H blank 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 Y. The next one, if I start something with, hey, this is the secret to blank, whatever the desire is of the person I'm talking to, they're going to be much more in tune and I'm going to have their attention much more than if I start in a different way. So if I said, hey, this is the secret to persuading anyone on the planet, and you're someone who wants to be able to persuade anyone on the planet, you're going to be much more likely to pay attention to what I'm saying than if I start my conversation in a different way. So this is something else you can use. This is the secret to how to blank, right? So another powerful thing you can do that creates curiosity is how to tell people how to do something that they truly desire, right? So how to lose 50 pounds in the next 90 days, right? How to save $30,000 on your first home purchase, right? If you're talking to first-time home buyers, how to blank. And then another thing you can do with this how-to statement is add a without. And if you add without, you want to talk about what they fear most. So if I said, how to lose 50 pounds in the next 90 days without starving yourself or giving up your favorite foods. Boom, I got their attention, right? If someone has 50 pounds to lose and they're interested, but they always have to give up their foods and all that stuff, I just completely took their attention by creating curiosity. Okay, we're going to look at a few more. This one tip will blank. Remember, we're talking about desires. What are people's desires? This one tip will help you make $1 million in the next 6 months, right? Or if that's someone that wants to make $1 million in the next 6 months, or maybe it's like a mom that her baby wakes up every 2 hours and screams and she hasn't gotten any sleep at all. And so you say, this one tip will help you put your baby to sleep throughout the entire night. Do you know how much that mom will be paying attention based on the curiosity that you provoked in her mind? Another one, right? This is, people love hearing stories. If you're in this members area, you already are a part of Story Selling Secrets. But anytime you tell people like what happened, or what like you allude to what happened, man, last night was so crazy. Well, then people's curiosity peaks if they have a vested interest in you. If they don't care about you, then they won't ask, right? But people that care will say, "Oh, really? Why? What happened?" Right? Last night was crazy. What do you mean? So that's another way to find out where people's interests are, right? Where people their level of caring is truly at. Because if you said, "Man, last night was so crazy," and someone's just like, "Oh, that's cool," they really don't care, or they might not be in the mood to care in that certain time frame. But if someone's like, "Oh, really? What happened?" Now you've piqued their curiosity. Now you can continue to go on and prove a point or persuade them or whatever it is, right? And so, how can you use curiosity in order to persuade other people? Well, it's very simple. Find out what their desires are. Find out what they want most. What are the things that people that you're talking to want most in their lives, or want most from their relationships, or in their finances, or in their health? Find out what they want most, and then give them something that tells them that you're going to teach them how to get what they desire, right? And it's very simple. You can use these ones here. There's a billion other ways to do it. You can go on and start looking up headlines in copywriting. And if you don't know what a headline is, if you're not familiar with the whole marketing game, a headline is basically the first thing that you see, right? It's exactly what it sounds like. So if you're on a newspaper, if you're reading a newspaper, the headline is the title, right? It's the title of the newspaper. And so in marketing, the very first piece of wording that you see is called the headline, right? It's kind of like the hook. It's kind of like the attention grabbing asset that you use to get people to pay attention. And so curiosity is extremely powerful in your persuasion, in your persuasive efforts, and it's something that you can use along with all the other lessons in this course. You got to make sure that you're using it with the right intentions and with the right focus, because you can definitely hurt people by doing this, and that's not something that this course is about. And so with that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.